Soundwave in Melbourne. I watched Soundgarden. I believe it was their last show in Australia, and that is by far the greatest gig I've ever attended. And just yeah, it started something. I literally watched right towards the end of the set. Chris Cornell was like ripping this crazy solo, and like I think he snapped a string or something, and then he didn't stop. Like he kept going, and towards the end, he started just like doing crazy stuff with his guitar, like sliding and that everyone's shredding, like just going nuts. And he full on like grabs the strings of his guitar and he's like ripping them out. His hands are like got blood and stuff on him. He's just like there's so much passion and energy in that show. I was like, oh my God, what is this? This is amazing. And I wasn't exactly that into music at that time too. It was yeah, very formative.
Nice. Hayden, what do you got?
No idea, man.
No.
um, yeah, I'd have to say for me, it's probably like I mean, the first gig I remember was like one that my parents took me to, and it was like Nickelback. And please don't shit on me, but Nickelback are actually fucking sick live, man. Like, it's just got like that this energy in the room that makes you feel like you're in their living room, and I fucking love that about them. And then it's between that and my first gig I went to in Polaris after I turned 18, after well, it was like when I turned 19 or something after all the COVID stuff. And I went to Groove in the Moo, which is like this indie festival that I didn't want to go to, but my friends forced me to. And then I seen Polaris were on there. I'd never heard of them before. And I was like, that's a middle band. I'll go see them. And then I saw them and I was blown away. And then like for a week after that, I got emotional every time I thought about it because I was like, holy shit, that was like life changing. Just
Yeah.
amazing stuff. The best energy on stage.
Nice. Rebecca, what do you got?
That was actually really interesting, Michael, because your answer is a bit linked in with my Linkin Park answer because of Chris Cornell and Chester both being best mates that committed suicide.
We get it. You
But
both get to see two fucking awesome bands, and I did.
yeah, so this was like a sideshow, a Soundwave sideshow, and it was Stone Sour and Linkin Park together.
Ooh.
It was so good. Like I'd seen Stone Sour a few times, being a huge Slipknot fan and Corey fan in general, but the combination of the two of them, like one after the other at the same gig, and it was like this weird gig where I caught like four picks from Stone Sour that about 6 minutes were thrown, and I ended up with all these picks, and I'm like giving them out to other people. But it was amazing. Like both Corey and Chester, like have such ridiculous stage presence and energy, and the vocals that Chester could do consistently in that melodic harsh vocal combo, that's the one that I believe is most likely to ruin your voice if you get it wrong, like he was just absolutely incredible. But it just the whole night had the most amazing energy. And
There was a show on in Wagga, where we're from. I actually grew up in Narendra, and it was an all ages gig, and I heard Carnifex was going to be there out of all the bands. And it was an all day festival. It was called Wagga Open Air. That was it. Heaps of local bands. It's the first Wall of Death that I ever been in without accident. I accidentally was involved in that one. I was that one kid that stayed in the middle, so that really sucked. I had no idea what was going on. I was like, why is everyone moving? But yeah, then just it was a huge day. I couldn't tell you all the bands, but Carnifex absolutely blew my mind. And I was like, this is deathcore. What is this? So yeah, changed me.